Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We are here in Death Mountain Crater once again because I need to get something that I completely forgot about.
And I'm the brave boy!
Yeah, with me once again is, the Brave Boy.
Yay!
So our hammer now allows us to smash the red rocks, which I don't really know if there's anything besides this that it opens up.
Technically, yeah, because those are also technically silver raw.
Thanks, Navi.
Okay. Very handy. Also, Death Mountain is greedy. It gets 2 fairy fountains?
Whoops.
It ain't that game yet, champ. I gotta give it to Koji Kondo, though. To be able to make, like, all these unique Zelda songs and with only 6 notes, that's very hard to do.
5 notes, actually.
Right, 5.
I think he
Oh,
was
give
kind
me-
of forced into these 5 specific notes, though, because he had to put in Zelda's Lullaby, and that was already a song.
That is true. Like, I know the whole idea is making the songs for Ocarina was actually the Ocarina songs for Ocarina was actually the biggest challenge he had, because imagine trying to make unique songs with only 5 notes is incredibly difficult.
I should try it sometime. I don't want an upskirts panty shot game! Yay, here's the double magic meter. Stop it with this angle!
And to think, there is got to be some appeal to it, because this is the same fairy model they use for Hyrule Warriors.
The design is similar, but the model quality is much better, and therefore not as creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you say that, but the one thing they do change is that they actually get rid of her boots for some reason.
Oh, okay. I guess
She's
modeling...
just literally...
I think it's because modeling feet was really a bit of an ask in these days. Like, everybody's wearing boots.
That's fair.
Except the Gorons. Well, let's see what's in Kakariko Village. And suddenly we are, well, oh.
Well, looks pretty peaceful to me.
It looks alright. Oh, it's raining!
Wait, who played the Song of Storms?
Why is it raining? This is very odd. You know, I've legitimately never encountered this before. Just sudden rainstorm. Does anyone say anything about it?
I actually don't know. You saw him? Oh, that's about the hookshot and Dompe.
Right. Okay, it's just raining in Kakariko Village. I'm sure this doesn't mean anything whatsoever. Navi, you got anything for us? Oh, okay. That's not helpful.
Where are we supposed to look? Yeah, where are we supposed to look, Navi?
Well, I would imagine in a place with knowledge, such as Kakariko Village. Oh, suddenly the place is on fire. What just happened?
We turned our backs for 2 seconds! What are you guys doing? The Skulltula house on fire!
Someone does not like that place.
Jake, did you light these fires?
And how did you do it while it was raining?
It's actually kind of impressive, Jake. Can you teach me how to do that? Sheik, your powers are scaring me. Sheik, how are you doing that?
This looks awful at 60 frames.
Sheik, face planting's not going to help us any.
Wait, didn't we kill the thing in the well? Something's not right here.
What is that? Did TV Static come alive?
We've unleashed Skynet.
I shouldn't have wondered why we couldn't deal with it. We're nothing but a bunch of polygons.
There's the rain.
Sheik, how did you kick my ass without even trying?
So did you play the Song of Storms? The evil shadow spirit.
Oh. By the way, I kind of find this kind of silly. The whole idea is like it's kind of invisible, I guess. But, you know, I kind of wish the game would at least let you try to see it if you have the lens of truth.
Now notice that Sheik seems a little bit more, what's the word?
Worried? Concerned?
Thank you! Wow, I don't know how I... So he is particularly concerned about Impa.
To be fair, he did mention that Impa's one of the 6 sages.
I'm sure it's nothing.
But for now, let's just listen to the song in minor key.
The Nocturne of Moonlight. I mean Shadow.
Shadow. I see what you did there.
If we played all of the Ocarina songs together, would that be a symphony?
I wonder if we could play it at night. Then again, it might also conjure a ritual for the night.
It would make a circle on the moon and cause us to next compose an aria of sorrow, or a minuet of dawn, or a,
I mean, if anything, we can't curse the moon.
We can paint a portrait of ruin. And I'm all out of Castlevania jokes. Hey, how appropriate. We're going into the Shadow Temple next.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I was gonna go right into, like, the name of songs if you were gonna continue. Because, I mean, heck, we are part of a divine bloodline.
I hope we kill a vampire. So, anyways, the Shadow Temple, I should mention, is actually up there. There's no way up there except to play the Nocturne of Shadow. And the interesting thing is, the cutscene that gives you the Nocturne of Shadow will only play if you have the Fire and Water medallions, which is why it took so long for us to actually get it.
Yeah, it's the only one that has a prereq like this, because even the Spirit Temple you can access as soon as you get the horse.
Mm-hmm. So here's another interesting thing. There is a remnant of the fact that the medallions used to be the items that gave you the spells, because the fire medallion is right there on the ground, hinting that we need it. But I think it's a good enough hint anyways, because it makes you think of fire. And what other fire is there besides Din's fire? I mean, if you want to try and light all of those with the fire arrows, please don't.
Be my guest. Also, a thing to note is that door has the Sheikah symbol on it. That's a hint about this dungeon as a whole. Because this dungeon actually has a bit more lore compared to the other ones. While the other dungeons were basically places of worship, the Shadow Temple itself is said to actually be... Oh yeah, this is your hint about the Eye of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
The Shadow Temple is actually said to be a place where members of the Sheikah tribe brought enemies of the Hyrule Kingdom here to torture them for information.
And we're going to see the devices that they used. The neat thing is, you know, I'm starting to think that that symbol on, like, the little panel that I'm pushing is just a general marker for things that you can push.
Yes.
Anyways, the puzzle here is that only one of these skulls is actually real. If you push it to any of the others, a pit opens up and you get sent down into the bottom. But we can't really get across here anyways, so...
No. Also, I'll say, these faces are kind of creepy, but in the 3DS version, they're kind of even more unsettling because they actually have, like, giant sunken-in eyes.
These are the faces of evil.
I mean, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about this whole dungeon? Because I know this is a very interesting dungeon to a lot of folks.
Well, I don't know. The thing about horror is that the longer time goes on, the more horror becomes, like, less scary. Maybe that's not true, but the thing is, like, oh, there's going to be torture devices coming up. We've we kind of see that in a couple other games, and it's like, ooh, Zelda is doing torture devices. That's so creepy.
I guess if anything, it just becomes more specified or mostly based on intent. Because for me,
those pots.
I had
sorry, but those pots always have hearts in them, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's always funny to me.
Oh, look who's back.
By the way, guess.
Look who's back.
Look who's back.
You can actually see him.
On top of that, you can actually. I was gonna tell you another hint about that, but okay. Link.
Is it possible to bomb him?
That's how you reveal him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you reveal him without actually getting grabbed by the hands.
Too late for
that's
that
what
now.
Makes him an absolute. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what makes him an absolute joke if you have the lens of truth, because at that point, all you gotta do is just find where he is, unbury, like, hit him, and yeah,
fight
there
him
you go.
the normal way.
Dirt. Yeah, the dirt hits. That's not fair. But yeah, no. I did a hint to it a bit before too. Dead had actually inspired a D&D monster because of how horrifying it is. I believe it's called the False Hydra. If you want.
Yeah. You talked about it already when we were doing the bottom of the well.
Alright, sorry. I was just gonna comment saying like, don't look it up if you aren't going to sleep. It is nightmare looking.
They've gotten away with some pretty nightmarish monsters before.
What about a monster that literally sings your memories away, and then when it consumes you, it grows a face that looks just like yours?
Right. So we get the dungeon item actually very quickly, much like with the bottom of the well, as a matter of fact.
Yep. You know, I always thought the hover boots looked like race car shoes.
Now you're giving me ideas. In fact, they're kind of a successor to the Pegasus boots, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, actually. They kind of do look like them. I kind of wish it gave you the Pegasus boots ability, though. It's really just basically to hover over gaps. They also reduce friction wherever you walk, which makes them a little uncomfortable.
It's like you're on ice everywhere, which... That could have, like, some very specific uses, but it's mainly just for doing things like... Oh, the door stayed open. That's good. It's mainly doing for things like... Well, this is what the hover in the hover boots looks like.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I actually don't really know what the design of the hover boots are exactly supposed to be, but they always look like race car shoes to me. You know, like not shoes. You know, like when you were a kid and you would have those little, like, race car...
They're jet boots. Also, we have a new enemy, well, sort of. Gibdos are basically re-deads. They should be weak to fire. They're traditionally weak to fire, or lightning if you're playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Actually, the fire... sorta?
Okay, the fire isn't doing what I thought it would either.
No. Gibdos are like Redeads, but they have more health. You want to be careful with them.
Oh, that's a lot.
No. Yeah, even in base game, they do full hearts every time they bite. They're very dangerous.
Okay, so I thought... I guess it's only in Majora's Mask where you shoot one with a fire arrow and... Well, I have to hit first.
And they turn into Redeads. Yeah, no, that's in Majora.
That's weird. You'd think they would have thought of that, but it's not doing anything. Okay, bombs. Let's do bombs.
No, Redeads are very hardy. Redeads, Gibdos.
Now they're just cheating.
I think that's just because they froze you. No! They're much hardier than Redeads. Oh my god.
So Din's fire is all I've got. Thank you, Din.
Yeah, even Din's fire can harm them, which is impressive.
Okay, they get two shot by Din's fire. Let's keep that in mind from now on.
Because I guess here's the funny thing for me. I'm not really afraid of, like, death and deathly things, but even then, something about this dungeon unsettles me.
Let's see here. Just a cross... Oh, actually, I think if I remember right, I really need some arrows.
Yeah.
And I was right. That needs a key.
I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's just because, again, it's my horror, like, inner horror buff also geeking out, but also, no, this place is kind of scary.
I like the Reapers here, though.
It's almost comedic, honestly.
Yeah, because you can just duck and avoid them completely.
By the way, warning you right now about this, too. Even with the hover boots, I don't think they'll save you from invisible pits.
Invisible pits.
Well, remember, this place is basically an extension of the bottom of the well, so...
I should not have them equipped all the time, so thank goodness I remember that you can actually put them on a C button in Ship of Harkinian.
Thank you, ship.
There's a chest in here, I think, but I really would prefer to have the map. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we did get the compass first.
But there must be, like, a door in here, right?
Well, no, because we already got the key.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just the key you get in here, right? So...
Yeah. The Reapers. See, I think the hard part for me is I'm trying my best not to just let my inner horror buff, like, go out, because I could... it's always a little tough.
It's almost a shame we can't put a mask on, because then we could be like Jason.
Yeah, especially because we do have the skull mask. It'd be cute.
Jeez, 3 times they've tried and pull this trick.
Yep. They're getting crafty. Speaking of crafty.
Hey, look! Gallows!
Oh my god. Wait, I thought gallows were places to get hanged. These are guillotines, right?
Exactly. Maybe a gallows would have a guillotine? No, it wouldn't.
No.
A gallows is what you tie a rope around someone's head, and Wallmaster!
Yep. They're here too. To complete the trifecta of horror in this dungeon.
That's a lot of money.
You know, and I think about it, this is like the hardest I ever went with horror dungeons. I mean, I know there's the Ikana, but Ikana is more based on Babylonian myths than actual horror. The Shadow Temple is just based on, like, it is the most literal dungeon in the entire series.
Oh boy, one of these again.
Here's the thing, though. Here's your chance to redeem themselves, because you are surrounded by cliffs.
I'll just kill them normally. I think I found their blind spot. See, I think this proves it. If you use this diagonalish horizontal swing, that actually hits them easier. 99% certain that's true. That's the way to fight them.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of dig it. I gotta try that next time I play. Link.
Gotcha.
Don't. Of course you tried to scare me in the horror dungeon. Hey, I like that.
Aha! This one's invisible.
The like ain't, though.
If the like catches you, does that cause you to... basically, like, get stuck in place and then the scythe comes around to whack you?
I don't know. Also, apparently like hitboxes are a lot smaller than they look. Or they don't care about bomb shoes?
They can be hurt by bombs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they can be. That's why I'm like, they can't be hurt by bomb shoes? Man.
I'm trying to make bomb shoes useful. Also, Navi is here. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that means we need Song of Time.
You're showing me all the Song of Time block locations.
Yeah, well, the thing is, now that I know that Navi turning green means either the Scarecrow song or the Song of Time, I'm trying out whichever logically makes sense.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, I hear it. Please hit. I only have one arrow left.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, unless the Keese is flying right at you, a hook shot with a Keese is gonna be impossible.
Like that.
Unless they're resting on the walls. I'm trying to remember if any Zelda game had, well, if Ocarina, even Master Quest had invisible likes or not. I feel like no?
They could make any enemy invisible.
Yeah, I know they do that with Keese and Skulltulas.
Still one. I can't see it.
Oh, I see it. It's on the wall to the left.
Oh.
Yeah. You're not quite close enough.
That's more like it.
And there's your prize.
Literally just... You couldn't give me a bundle of arrows.
I feel like that might be a shield refresher.
Maybe. I'm spending all this time on just getting tokens that I don't really need anymore. There's another chest in here, actually.
Huh. It's in the corner? Oh, it's invisible!
It's invisible. Arrows?
Oh. Arrows.
Oh my goodness, arrows! I've never been so happy to find a bundle of arrows.
That should be 30, I believe. So yeah, you're good. Hello! I'm here to fight you. Ow! Ow!
Oh,
Stop that! Aha, you can't be- Ow! God dang it! No, sorry, Ganon, dang it! You want to wait for it to reach the bottom and then go for it.
Okay, where were we? We were,
Link's little shriek honestly does make me laugh.
Oh, actually, you know what? You know what? Get over here. Get over here. The ice arrows can finally serve a halfway decent purpose.
Oh yeah! Ice arrows away!
Yes!
Oh god. And I think they do stay frozen. Oh, that's so much more comfortable.
But where is the last rupee? Oh, I know. This is a neat trick.
They do unfreeze.
They do unfreeze, yes, but so much nicer. It was under the BMOS.
I love when they do that. Is this where I think it is? Yep.
Only one with the Eye of Truth will find the stone umbrella that protects against the rain of blades. So they had umbrellas in Hyrule.
I guess so. See, I was thinking, like, is there any time we've seen an umbrella? And technically we did see him in Twilight.
Oh, Anju has one in Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, that's actually closer. Because I was just thinking of Agatha.
That's a parasol, but same thing, really.
Dang it. But I love that little blade trap just on the right. As far as I know, it's completely pointless.
Yeah, pretty much. No one is getting hit by this thing. Link's height is actually making it harder to hit the pots.
True. Oh yeah, look at that. There's actual prison cells in here, too.
Yeah, good point. This might actually be like the finest dungeon in terms of world building.
That's what I mean, like, because this dungeon actually has an actual purpose in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole idea is, like, this place was built just to trap and torture enemies of Hyrule during the Civil War. The Sheikahs are crazy, man.
Well, they are ninjas.
I guess that's fair. And also, according to later games, extremely smart engineers as well.
Smarter than Zonai.
Arguably. they learn how to make giant weapons of mass destruction, but they never learn how to make a goddamn, like, fan. Technically. Why does that kind of remind me of, like, the whole Albert Einstein versus... what was it called? Because... Oh yeah, Benjamin Franklin versus Albert Einstein debate. It kind of reminds me of that, actually.
To be honest, I'm not 100%. I don't know my history. I don't know what the exact contributions of both of those people were. I know Ben Franklin is credited with a light bulb.
Albert Einstein helped us create the modern theory that made us discover nuclear power.
Well, we'll see if
it's also why Go ahead.
We'll see what the implications of that discovery are. Ow.
I mean, hey, they're actually... You know, the funny thing is, video games actually did allude to that.
Really?
Looking at you, Mega Man.
Oh.
That was Thomas Edison. Not Thomas Edison, sorry. Yeah, because Thomas Light and Albert Wiley.
Mm-hmm. So what are you saying? Is Albert Einstein gonna invent robots and try to take over the world?
No, but you gotta consider a fact. By the way, if you need help with the spikes, the hover boots will actually let you walk over them harmlessly.
Good trick.
Yeah.
We have very real redeads. Okay, that was kind of pointless.
You just want to say hi. Hi, how are you? Oh, okay, bye.
So we might have a chance to show this off, but there's one particular interaction of the redeads that will come up later. I don't know if you could... Oh, that was a mistake. I don't know if you can do it in this room because the redeads are too far apart. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What you're talking about is actually the easiest to do in Castletown.
Right.
Though, if you don't...
The target was invisible too.
Yeah, like I said, they put a lot of deception in this place. You gotta keep your eye out.
Which is funny because I'm almost out of magic power.
Well, here's another thing. Redeads actually have a high magic drop rate.
Good point.
You know, the best way to attack him is from behind. Just make sure you don't miss. Thank God spin attacks don't waste magic.
If you do the quick spin, of course.
Jeez, that skull actually is kind of unnerving, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll give him credit for that one. Oh, look.
It just hides in all the craziest places, I swear.
Imagine if it were like imagine if it were like inside the skull.
Oh, that'd be so mean.
We have bomb flowers for no apparent reason.
Well, there is a reason. Also, that's a lot of hearts.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I try to make up for my humiliation once again.
And I'll say so now, you doing this with the hover boots, I'm actually impressed. You took the extra challenge.
Well, I never want to take them off because, again, I instinctively think I have to go into the menu every time.
Oh, it keeps poking me in the shins. Oh, God. I'm so glad the redeads and Majora's Mask kind of helped diminish their horror.
You're just gonna spoil everything about Majora's Mask before I get to play it. It's a seriously old game. Don't worry about it. Okay, now we get to the part where the iron boots actually help us. This Gus fan would really push us back otherwise. And if you want to use the ice arrows to freeze those traps again, you can.
I'm almost instinctively wanting to say if you can freeze the fans, but I don't know. I would guess not.
You got me interested.
I'm curious.
Of course
It was a good try.
You can roll in the air, by the way. Don't question it.
If anything, I'm surprised you took the high road there. There's actually a wooden beam just above the platform, so you can grapple onto it.
Why?
By the way, because Link is strong enough to grapple across even with the iron boots. Dude's built.
Oh, look, another one of those. Okay, it's just this.
Redeads.
Couldn't call them what they are, which is a zombie. I guess it's different.
I believe the name was... I believe it's because the term might be copyrighted, or... It's either copyrighted or it was considered a sensitive name or something. I have to look into that. I think it's the
I got
former,
frozen
probably.
in the middle of the Din's Fire animation.
Let's see. And you know, I guess I want to ask you. By the way, you might actually... Uh-oh.
Wrong room.
Even then, there might be... Remember, keep an eye on your map.
Let the wind guide them.
Oh, that's why. And also, that's both amazing and really mean.
Wait a minute. Chest!
According to this, apparently the term zombie was actually copyrighted by Marvel for a while.
Marvel?
But then that was yeah, but it was disputed a while back after they learned that the term zombie is actually of Haitian origin. It's part of a religion, and you can't copyright religious names.
Tell that to the Pal World haters.
I actually didn't know that was straight up called Anubis. Yeah, they can't do that. They're gonna probably have to change that up.
Oh, you mean... Wait, what do you mean? Oh, by the way, invisible chest under the pile of flesh.
I hate that. Well, I mean, you can't copyright the name Anubis, as far as I know.
Well, yeah, but then in that case, they just wouldn't copyright Anubis. They would, like... I don't know, copyright the design.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
What?
Be careful about that, because if multiple redeads freeze you, they both count as their own unique timers. They could literally lock you in a freezing attack.
I hear a Skulltula. We are not going to be able to get it because I don't care to get them all. Oh, never mind, we will.
Yeah, by the way, this is actually a shortcut. I guess I'm curious, because, like, again, the whole thing with the term zombie is that, yeah, it actually... I didn't know this myself. No, the term zombie actually came from, like, an old South American religion.
Did it?
I see...
I heard that the word zombie is actually from the language of Kikongo, which is spoken in Africa.
Yes. Yeah, because it's... I believe the idea is, like... Again, I haven't looked up too much into it.
Or did you actually say Africa and I heard America because I'm a complete weirdo?
I said South America.
So...
like Africa. Basically.
Okay.
Like, Africa is one country in South America, but yes, that's what I meant.
What? Wait a minute. Africa is a country in South America.
Wait, am I? God, don't tell me I'm confusing the geography again.
I've never heard anyone say that Africa is a country in South America.
I'm very embarrassed about my poor sense of direction. It's no big deal. By the way, the whole thing is that on your left, on top of that platform is where the gold sculpture is. You have to summon the scarecrow for it, but again.
Forget it. I like that the camera angle shows you exactly where it is, though. Nice little tease.
Besides,
also, we have...
You have more important things. If we want to allude to more religions, this is basically just like the whole story of Charon and the River Styx.
Oh, what? This wasn't the actual ship of Harkinian? My ship sails in the morning. I wonder what's for...
I was gonna say.
And these two are just going, I wonder what's for dinner. I like how this works, though, because if you don't kill them in time... Well, even if you do kill them in time... Eventually... Well, wow, I got them quick.
No, yeah, you took him out pretty early.
Also, the game... The map is actually being weird because the game thinks I'm going from the first floor to the second floor. I'm right on the boundary.
Oh.
Abandoned ship! Whee!
Yeah, that ship will eventually fall.
Okay.
In the 3DS version, they actually changed the front of the bird model for some reason. Now it just looks like a normal skeleton dude.
What, this thing?
No, the front of the ship. Instead of it being like a bird, it was like a big skeleton man holding the bells.
Alright.
I don't know why.
You do this, right?
That's a big pit, my friend.
That it is. What if you got...
It looks like someone face planted.
What if you got... this?
There you
Bingo!
go. I
don't-
hated this puzzle.
I don't know if this is the actual puzzle, but if it is, then it's the only use the fire arrows have ever had. So far.
You guessed it right.
I'm sure this room is just like a clue. Or something, then.
No.
Oh, is there a key? Good thing I'm in here.
Here's the thing. You know what? I won't say too much. I'll let you see for yourself.
You know what? The Wall Masters are starting to remind me of Persona 3 because I've been watching a lot of streams of that lately.
They're like giant hand monsters in Persona 3.
Yeah. Which means now I want to break out in song. Oh yeah! Da 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 da. Baby, baby.
Hey, it's a good song to play in this dreary place. Especially with that torture device in the center. I didn't know what it was originally, but when I learned about it, I'm like, yeah, I wish I didn't know what it was for.
It just looks like a cross with chains to me.
It's used for flaying.
Oh.
Yeah. Again, this place is surprisingly like...
baby. Da 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 da. Baby, baby.
Fair enough.
Have you heard the new one for the Persona 3 remake?
I haven't yet. By the way,
Oh, it's so
if you need
good.
any-
Persona music is so good. I actually want to play
If you-
the series now.
That's fair. Also, if you want me to give you an extra hints, you're not quite done in that room yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, seeing is, I don't want to hold your hand too much, but I don't want to also, you know, let you...
If I
trying to be
stumble around aimlessly, that's your cue to get in. Yeah, we must have missed the map or something.
Yeah. Thing
Okay,
is, we're pretty far in now. There's no turning back.
there's this, which we've
This is
seen.
where we... Basically, this room's a big square, and each corner has something.
Well, lucky there's no gun for me to put to my head. Come on.
Sorry, it's what always comes to mind for me when I see this specific room.
Every spinning thing has to be the merry-go-round from Mario 64, huh?
Only if it's in a horrible haunted place that's full of monsters and undead creatures.
I wonder if you could bomb shoe into them.
I don't know. I think they expect you to bomb skip ball.
Did I get it on the right, on the first try? No. There it is.
Oh. It's just money.
Is this it?
There, remember, you've only explored 3 of the 4 corners so far. I guess this is everything here, though. I thought this would have more. I'm disappointed. Don't worry, my friend. You're actually making good headway. It's just that, yeah.
Look, I guess Maybe this isn't the best dungeon design in the world, because why would you put a room there if it's just going to contain a skull and nothing else? Oh no! We're trapped! Help! Help! Magic! How does magic help us? Oh right, I can just burn the wood.
By the way, if you're curious, the walls do hurt, and eventually if they close in enough, it causes a blackout. Did I look up a video for that? No.
You didn't figure it out? Well, I'm sure it was... I'm sure it's not the easiest thing to figure out.
No, worse. Morbid curiosity.
Well, here's the boss key. That's good.
By the way, that Redead is slowly walking towards you. Because it actually wants to walk to that Redead right now.
Oh yeah, when you kill a Redead, all of the other Redeads will walk towards it. Either because they're mourning a fallen comrade, or...
Oh, you want me to say it?
Well, I thought you would say it, and I would be like, well, leave it for them to figure out cannibalism.
Oh.
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah, because it's never really told. Developers never even told us. They just let us to be like, oh yeah, by the way, they just do that for some reason. And it's a reoccurring thing, too, because the same thing happens in Wind Waker. Though in that one, it's a lot easier to tell that they just kneel down to mourn, because, God, the Wind Waker Redeads are kind of terrifying.
Which is funny because that game is supposed to be cartoony.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's the juxtaposition. You have these, like...
Please tell me. I would like to be wrong this one time, please.
They have, like, these cartoonish proportions, and then they look at you with these blank, soulless eyes. Their jaw opens wide enough to swallow you whole, and they let out an elephant-like scream that just shrieks your ears off.
One heart? Wait.
Well, I mean, look what's up there.
If
anything, though, it kind of...
If this is something useless... Okay. But why, though?
Actually, there's a good reason why.
2 hearts?
You'll know why. Because you'll see why. Trust me.
Oh, is it because you can, like, get stuck over here or something?
No. Believe it or not, you're at the end of the dungeon.
Okay. Oh, that's to unstick you if you didn't have the boss key.
Yep. That's also to top you off in case, you know, you feel like you need more help.
Problem. What if someone comes in without the Scarecrow song?
I don't actually know.
So you want me to, like, try one of the... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, okay. We're not...
Yeah, the hover boots do that.
We're apparently not doing it that way. Alright, boss time. We're just getting right into it. So, apparently, they thought that a really great set piece for the Shadow Temple, the spooky, evil place, would be fighting on top of a giant drum.
And on top of that, they think that the horrifying boss that should be in part of this dungeon should be Nintendo's favorite boss fight, Giant Head with Hands. Phantom Shadow Beast, Bongo Bongo.
At least his voice is creepy. You gotta give him that.
Yep.
Anyways, Ice Arrow's finally serving a halfway decent purpose. You freeze one hand and the other one is stuck trying to break it off. I'm failing at it, though.
You gotta hit it with a normal arrow. No?
Fine, fine.
I'm surprised you're not wearing the hover boots in this, by the way.
They do nothing.
No, they do something.
You can't ice arrow while you have the lens.
Nope. The thing is, while he's pounding on the drum and you're bouncing, you can't move. But with the hover boots, you actually can move while he's pounding on the drum. He's supposed to try to restrict your movements when you're trying to move around. I guess his knuckles are arrow-proof?
I have a feeling I'm going to be humiliated once again. I have
Nah,
been
man.
several times.
To be fair, Bongo Bongo...
Why am I not
Bongo
shielding?
To be fair, Bongo Bongo is a very savage boss fight.
Okay, shield doesn't work.
It's a giant fist, to be fair.
Well, how are you meant to avoid it?
Again, hover boots. It'll make... You can invade much easier when you have them on. Also, I completely forgot. Fuck, we forgot the lore about Bongo Bongo! The old man in Kakariko talks about how there was a man who used to see the truth in Kakariko Village with using a special tool, which is implied to be the Eye of Truth. Eventually, though, the man was taken away, and he was never seen again. His house was actually where the well rests to this day.
Oh, that explains it. So that was his shadow coming out of the well and going into the Shadow Temple?
It's also implied that the man basically got executed by the Shikins by having his head and hands cut off, because that's how you get rid of thieves in the old times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, now
So,
now he's permanently dead, and we can all question the Sheikah as to why they did not simply burn his corpse to make sure he couldn't come back to life or anything.
Well, you know that's not how spirits work.
But
Just...
well, they must have... someone like Ganondorf must have gotten his hands on the corpse or something, I don't know.
I think the idea is that the evil, like Ganondorf's evil, basically awoke his spirit or something, his shadow. Because that's the whole reason why he broke out of the well. Because all the evil made him basically strong enough to break the seal that Impa here put on him. Speaking of which, hi Impa.
Wow, that was fast.
The Sacred Realm, the royal treasure, the hidden treasure of the royal family. You know, that's something I've always wondered after this. Yeah, they escape Hyrule Castle because they're trying to invade Ganon, but where exactly did they go? It's not like there's anywhere to really hide in Hyrule.
They must have... Maybe they... I don't know. Oh, a wise guy, huh, Impa?
Oh, will this give me cool shadow armor traits?
Nah, it's just it's just another trinket.
It's a giant souvenir coin. Got it.
Well, that's 6 sages. We got 20 heart containers. Well, we're looking pretty good.
I'll admit, I kind of would have loved to see like what exactly a shadow arrow would do.
Maybe just more attack power. I don't know.
Maybe it could cause blinding. Like, I'd still love to know.
Please don't zoom in on Raru's face. Darn.
Oh god! Dude, get some clear eye.
Well, someone's waiting for us at the Temple of Time. Unfortunately, I think we are out of time. Oh. We did the Shadow Temple faster than the Fire Temple, I can say that much.
So, you think we have enough time to at least try and see what's going on there?
I think we have enough time to check in with Bigorin, because we never got, it's probably been, like, more than 3 days at this point. Maybe.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, no. Actually, on your way, if you want to know who talks about it, that man in the distance, in the blue robes, actually gives you the black story about that.
The black story.
What I just mentioned. Black story. Oops. Backstory. A long time ago, there was a man in this very village who had an eye they say could see the truth. Now, usually, you'd have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. But this fella, no, they say he had a different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now. Yeah, it's just heavily implied that maybe the Sheikah or some kind of enemy just took him out because maybe he stole it. And back in the day, crimes for thieving were basically solved by having the thieves' hands cut off. It might also imply the fact that the man might be decapitated, because the whole thing with Bongo Bongo is, despite his red eye looking like a red eye, it also almost looks like a neck stump. Really creepy to think about, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if anything, I at least think like the relationship between Link and Zelda is the strongest in Skyward.
Okay, yeah, Zelda as a character was pretty nice.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you know, he wants to make sure we're not the another Link looking for it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Finally.
the Biggerin sword.
It won't break.
Very similar to the Giant's knife, but actually powerful and never breaks.
That sword is my finest work.
What if we show him this again?
I give this to you for a souvenir. Oh!
Well, a souvenir doesn't really help us much. You know, I just realized we never got the fourth bottle, and I'm not really interested in picking it up. So...
Oh?
I'm pretty sure this trick still works.
I'm curious to see what you're getting on.
Give me the cling check. No. Too fast.
Oh, yeah, It's gotta be almost like mid-swing. Oh.
So, what exactly just happened, you ask? Why, I overwrote the cling check with a bottle. Yes, this is a bug that is present in every version of the game except the 3DS version. Or is it?
Oh?
I don't know how to do it in the 3DS version, but literally you just do this by swinging your bottle at like a bug or something, and then mid-swing, you have to get the timing right, so you could pause buffer it if you wanted. You, just, swap out the bottle for whatever item you wanted to override. So I could do it with any of these items if I wanted to. These ice arrows, they're useless. Oh, wait a minute. Ship of Harkinian lets you override this.
Oh, no.
Please, no. Please, no. Okay, thank goodness.
Oh, thank God. You got...
So, do I just have, like, an extra bottle on the C button until I get rid of it?
I guess so, because where else would...
Oh, what's this? What there's two of these little things.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
Okay. That was so worth it. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, we have an extra bottle. You can actually have up to 21 bottles if you override anything you're not using on this particular screen. 4 Hours Wind. Your beans are going to be useless once you use up all of them, so you could do this as a child. I think you can overwrite things like Deku Sticks and Deku Nuts and then get those items back by collecting them again.
Oh my God.
Are you out of bomb shoes? Never mind that. Why waste the inventory slot on a zero-use bomb shoe? Override it. Override your ice arrows if you hate them so much. Your fire arrows, too. Maybe not your fire arrows. This would be permanent, though. The cling check, though, is just absolutely useless. And if you don't care about the masks, maybe you can get the masks back, I don't know. Only problem is that it's gonna, like, permanently think that your next side quest objective is there, so...
All I can say is, man, eat your heart out, Majora's Mask. You thought you were clever having 6 bottles? No, this game lets you have 21.
Yeah!
By the way, the Bigoron sword. Yep, it does more damage than the Master Sword, technically, and the only downside is you can't block with it, even though Link has block animations with the sword itself. Even locking on. Because he, like, tries to block the attacks with the actual sword, and it's like, no, that doesn't work.
It just doesn't work?
As far as I know, it doesn't.
Well, that's a shame. So this has been The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm Ephraim225.
I'm not a brave boy!
Link's sword is clipping through his body, and we'll see you next time.
I think I hear the Reed Dead shrieking.
Gee, you figure?